Buongiorno, welcome back to the Italian campaign. Now, before we go about clearing the oceans of enemy ships, let's see, naval invasion France? French Antilles, maybe? Yeah, let's do French Antilles, because I got some spare ships in the Caribbean that can handle that. I can send, for example, the Geo Scotty squadron up to here and take care of that. Guangzhou 1 will have to wait until after this is done, because this is the only fleet I have in Southeast Asia, and it's kind of busy for a couple more months. Is that it? Yeah. Let's go. We have a meeting, a battle, and a couple of strikes. No, thank you, Japan. Let's do the strikes first. Well, we have to do them first. It's not really an option. Here we go. Exactly the French light cruisers I wanted to run into. Oh wow, they are quite slow for light cruisers, 28.1 knots. That means my my old battlecruisers, the Donzella class, can actually catch up to them. These are expensive too. I just do not see why these are worth 580 million for 28 knot light cruiser. Probably because, well, diesel engines, probably. Let's put the old battle wagons to use. I am being outspotted though. Not by that much. Let's see, this DD, can we just get some long range hopeful torpedoes out? Fulminante should actually be very useful in this battle. Kind of depending on what kind of armor the French light cruisers have. Possibly not that much, because I think I'm HE penetrating them. Yeah. Oh, look, you are in torpedo range. Yeah, Palestro is just gonna dump torpedoes and then head out. And her job is done. Fulminante, you might wanna deal with the DDs. I do not think I will get to identify these light cruisers before they sink. Might even get torpedo hits here. That would be funny. There we go. Torpedo hit on the DD. That's one torpedo out of many. Yeah, old battlecruisers from when, like 1918 something. Still proving useful. And let's see, fire. Quite identified yet. guy's barely alive. Nope, not alive. Unalived. Oh, we might get this identified. Just because my ships are focusing the DD. There we go. That is not a pretty ship. That is indeed one of the ugliest light cruisers I think I've seen. She got 5-inch guns. And one 4.2-inch gun. No. Multiple 4.2s. No armor. Essentially a big DD. Quite pricey. Turbo electric actually, not diesel. So how they made it this expensive, going only 28 knots, I will not know. Then again, I do have DD clauses that are pretty much at the same price point, but at least those have a 41 knot top speed. A light cruiser. I thought it was a DD, but it wasn't. They don't even have long-range torpedoes. Should have checked that before, and I could have just gotten much closer. Are we firing AP? Why are we firing AP? I think HE would do a lot more. There we go. How I lost 3 crew members? I don't know. Oh, the Fulminante took a single 5-inch hit. Okay. There is also a battle. I'm losing some transports. West Indian Ocean. Canada wants to buy some DDs. Indonesia wants to buy some DDs. I've gained Eastern England. Let's see. No, I don't think they're building any more shared assigned ships. Which is, you know, I do have some 1950s designs for them to build, but they are just not. So, okay. Let's see here. 83%. We can bump that up. What do we have here? Yeah, those are the 2 Donzellas we just used in combat. How about you just go here to scap a flow? Try to intercept these guys. 1 French light cruiser. And send these battlecruisers into the invasion also. Maybe I want to send the 2 super fast new ones into port. Yeah, I think I'm going to send them to Yarmouth. The 2 Sanitas. So they can generate some missions for me in the North Sea. We should have one battlecruiser there. 61%, okay. West Indian Ocean, what do we have going on here? A heavy cruiser. Do I not have any surface ships that can try and deal with this? Berbera. Yeah, but they are in the Arabian Sea. Well, let's send one into here. Yeah. Still at 100%, so that's gonna succeed next turn. And then we can go take Guangzhou 1. In the meantime, anything we can invade over here? Scotland, 1.2 million. Southern Norway, 450,000. Okay, I need to have ships in the English Channel to invade southern England. Alright. Let's do this battle first. Here we go. Boyardee and Bastarda, accompanied by a Danish DD, going up against a Canada-class battleship and a Warrior-class heavy cruiser. So that's not the class. The Nelson class was the one with the 19-point-something inch guns. This only, quote-unquote, has 17.6 inch guns. But still a pretty chonky battleship. Let's see, 28 knots, 32 knots. That's okay. You can just stay in one division. Might as well. And the DD can do DD things. And we're gonna try and get some torpedoes landed on that battleship. And we're firing HE, which could mean that we're capable of penetrating the deck armor. Yeah, we are. With HE. We'll start off firing AP, Boyardee firing HE. I'm just gonna have it launch the moment it's in range. And then retreat. Might not hit something, but then again it might hit something. Boyardee's firing AP now. This is Bastarda. That poor battleship is already half dead. And it hasn't fired upon my battleships, because it's focused on that Danish DD. There we go, it's firing at Boyardee now. Ooh, torpedo hit on the escorting ship. flash fires. And sunk. And once again, I was too slow to react, so I didn't manage to pause the game and take a screenshot as the turrets were flying off. I can probably go with AP for this guy. There we go. That was a 15-inch hit from Bastarda, killing it with a main belt pen. Now, in light of my allies buying my my DDs with defective guns, like this guy and that guy, the refits of those are pretty good because I fixed the gun issue, but the original design is pretty lacking in firepower because of that problem. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna delete the originals so they cannot buy them anymore. And then we're going to design a new one that has working guns right out the gate. Torpedo propulsion in 1 month. Is it worth waiting for that? It might be. Might actually be. It's still 1 month, even unprioritized. Anything torpedo related here? No? Okay, change of plans. We're gonna go next turn and then design a new DD. And we're also getting a little buff to hull form, which is always nice. Okay, next month we're designing a DD. French Admiral replaced. The obligatory strikes. Oh, and an actual battle. So we're going to play this first. Warrior, Europa, Pomone, 2 Shikari class DDs. And we got the 2 old Donzella class battlecruisers. Another old cruiser, the Zara class. And a DD. Alright, but I think we're up for this. Alright. Our DDs off. No accidents, please. Fulminante, you can just follow Donzella. And let's pick out some targets. Can our 14-inch guns handle these? I think they were quite heavily armored, these heavy cruisers. Yeah, we got 14-inch guns, Mark 5s, so... No! They are Mark 4. Did they never receive the Mark 5 refits? Oh well. Mark 4 is still pretty good. It's weird that I didn't give them a refit to get Mark 5 guns, because it wouldn't cost me a lot in time and money to do so. So that is a light cruiser, not a heavy cruiser. Torpedoes aggressive. If that is a light cruiser and not a heavy cruiser. Then I want it to be focused by the cruiser, which already is, and the battlecruisers to go for the heavies. Ooh, ouch. Palestro just took a 10,000 damage hit, but she's still afloat. Because damage is just an arbitrary number. Let's see if those torpedoes end up doing anything. The 14-inch guns certainly are doing things. I think that's the class with like 10 inches of armor all over. So it's kind of tough, even for 14-inch guns. Let's see if these torpedoes actually end up being effective this time. Oh, that was close. Almost like a homing torpedo. Oh, we might. No. That's a good dodge. Fulminante finally scoring some good hits on that. I think it's a light cruiser. Let's not have it in the rear taking all the fire. But Fulminante, I still want you engaging the light cruiser. If it is a light cruiser, might be a DD. Let's see. Like so. Some vintage ships on display. Let's see, yeah, light cruiser Severn. Pretty much has no armor. 0.8. Maybe Fulminante, maybe you can go with HG for that guy. 1.3 at the thickest. Certainly capable of penetrating that, potentially. See, heavy cruiser Edgar, yeah, 11 inches, all over. This DD is almost in secondary range. This DD has pretty good torpedo range. So, worth looking out for. Manners. Severn goes down. Let's kill this DD first. The DD is dead. Peregrine. Shooting Hunter, why are you firing AP? Can't you get it done with HE? Isn't that better? Oh, fine. AP seems to do the trick. And she's gone. Now, just left with the single heavy cruiser. Which is, to be fair, which is very heavy in terms of armor, if not really in terms of armament, having only 4 9-inch guns. But that armor can only keep her afloat for so long when faced with battlecruisers. It would for sure be very hard to kill with the if I only had light and heavy cruisers of my own. And once you make that step up in firepower to battlecruiser, Donzella has actually taken some extended belt penetrations. It's not really too serious. Still want her detaching. While Fama can try and find a better angle. I think I'm just gonna do that. Have them in two directions, so at least one of them will find a clean flat angle on the main belt. It looks like that was Fama. Oh, never mind. She surrendered. Alright. Now, let's finally go about... Greece is allied with Germany. Okay, some invasions and stuff going on. Now, let's design that DD. Now, are we just gonna go straight for the big hybrid destroyer? I think we are. Hull form 94, hull form 85. Yeah, it's got the best hull form. Are we gonna just make it big? Big. Yes. 41 knots to match my other ships. Can slightly reduce the beam. -4, I think. I'm gonna give it gas turbines, of course. And cost is really not something I'm too worried about in this case. Because I figure I'm gonna be, whatever it ends up costing me, well, I'm gonna make back by just selling a lot of them to my allies. 2 of those funnels. Is that the Ultra Turbine Funnel 1? 66. This is the best funnel on paper, but it's very long. 340 tons. I think I can just go with a couple of smaller funnels. Yeah, range is plenty good. 20,000 kilometers. That is decent for DD. Secondary tower, okay. Like so. And that leaves me with lots of room for torpedo on the back deck here. Can I go with 20 torpedoes? That would be wild. As for main guns, we're just gonna do the typical thing here. Now that is only 3 turrets, but that is actually plenty of firepower for DD. So let's start with that, and then see what we have to do to make things work. Can I go with triple bottom? Can I go with bulkheads too? So far, so good. Increased HE. Semi-ballistic AP. Heavy shells. Now, let's be, before I pick any of that, 24-inch torpedoes, no. Too heavy. If I want to have this many of them. But still, that is 20 torpedoes though. That would be nice to have. I think we'll just have to make do with 15. Good arcs, okay. Very expensive, but remember, I'm gonna be selling these to my allies, so I will be making money off of them. Not overweight yet. So I got a range of 15 with AP and 2.8% accuracy. Now, if I'd gone with triple base, I actually still have accuracy. I still have accuracy. 16 kilometer range. 2.6 at 15. but 0 with HE. Okay, 2.6 with AP, 0 with HE. Oh yeah, no, that's just because the HE doesn't have that range. HE range is 13.8. At 12.5, they still have 3% accuracy. Okay. With tube powder, my range drops. HE now has 6.2 at 10,000 meters, AP has 8.2. But now with triple base, it's 5 and 6.9 at 10,000. Versus 6.2 and 9.2. So tube powder gives me more effective accuracy at 10,000 meters. Interesting. Just for the sake of like seeing what things are, with plus 22% barrel length at 10,000 meters, accuracy now drops to 5.7 and 7.6, which is still better than with triple base. Range is 16.4. I mean, okay. What was the barrel length with 22%? 47. 45 caliber barrel length, 5.9, 7.9 at 10,000. I think I'm just gonna make it an even 40 caliber barrel length and deal with not having a lot of range on those guns. Also, oxygen torpedoes, 22.9 kilometer torpedo range. And that is quite welcome. Torpedo speed is 52.3 knots. So they're getting quite speedy, those oxygen torpedoes. What is my flash fire chance even without any barbette protection? 1.4%. That's not terrible at all. Oh yeah, because I went with heavy shells this time instead of light shells. That's with some of my previous ones. The original designs had light shells, and there you see that's the defectiveness. With heavies, I do have accuracy. With super heavies, actually pretty good accuracy. Let's go regular heavy and back to tube powder. Plenty of accuracy at 10,000. Radio? No, radio is heavy. Damn. Let's not worry about the radio. The RDF. Because that was almost 100 tons. Let's just add some armor to this boat. Wow, deck armor is quite heavy. Deck armor was very heavy. Let's go 0.2 there. Belt armor not so heavy. Superstructure also not so heavy. By reducing my main deck by 0.1 inch, I can increase the superstructure armor by quite a bit. Also, turret armor was quite heavy. 1.5 should be enough. And then just one on the main belt. Alright, 767 million. I mean, it's not terrible, is it? In terms of speed and everything. Even the resistance is quite good for for a DD. Minus 59% gun damage. If I had reduced it all the way down to minus 9%, I would still have good resistance. I'd save a little bit of weight. But the thing is, let's see. Yeah, plus 20% gun damage. So let's keep it at minus 4. That's 503 tons, 13 tons for that auxiliary tower. I can save quite a bit by does this thing fit a turret? Or does it just look like it? It just looks like it. That tower fits a turret. And it's quite a bit lighter than the other one. So we're just gonna go with that instead. Now this time I do not have reduced ammo. Let's see, what can I increase now? Put on some more armor. I can add the RDF, but it doesn't really give me that much for the weight. I will instead add a little bit of armor. Yeah, that's about it, I think. Yeah, 6,091 tons. If I increase the ammo, that is not possible. Barbette protection is not possible. Turret traverse. That is something I forgot. That's kind of useful on the DD that is maneuvering around. So let's now remove some of that armor we just added. Just a little bit of it. Oh, that was enough. There we go. 0.5 deck armor all over. That is good enough. I can add some more on the aft deck actually, because we got a little bit of a 4-weight offset. And it makes sense because the aft deck has all of the torpedoes. So there we go. Then Generale Antonio Cascino. Our latest DD design for 770 million. Just minutes after I criticized the French light cruisers for being unreasonably expensive, I design a DD that is almost 50% more costly than their light cruiser. But there you go. At least I can afford it. They cannot. Now let's build some of these expensive Expensive DDs. 12 of them? Sure. I want 4 of them in Southeast Asia to replace the Euro class. So that should be Singapore, I guess. There you go. There you are, Singapore. Four of them in La Spezia. They can just join some kind of battle fleet from there. And La Coruña in northern Spain, and they can just join a task force from there. Now, I'm 1.4 billion in the red currently, but at least I can afford that deficit spending for a little while. Let's see, what do we have here? 2 British battlecruisers out and about. And the Americans also went in on the action fighting those battlecruisers. Let's see. Yeah, I sent these here. Oh, unfortunately, Sanita is undergoing a repair. So we're just gonna send these guys instead. And hopefully intercept that British battlecruiser. Those British battlecruisers, 2 of them, and a light, and another light. The Donzellas can, you know, there's one heading here to right outside of Oslo. They can intercept that. What's going on with the land invasions? Let's just take a look. I'm taking Niger, Equatorial Guinea, Northern Rhodesia, Nyasaland, Transvaal, Southern China. Also, let's start an invasion of Kwangchao-wan. Kwangchao-wan. There we go. Let's make sure that France ceases to be a nation, just like we've done with a couple of other nations. Oh, there's French Guinea. That's the other one that was possible to take. 100%. It's probably going to go down when I send my battlecruisers away, but I can send them back after the battle, if we do get a battle. And it looks like the game has given me the battle I was asking for. Let's do the strikes first, because we got to do those before we can play. Here we go. Defense class battlecruisers with the 13.5-inch guns. Yeah, I think they are a little bit outmatched against the Regina Isabellas. Like 13.5-inch, that was an actual caliber they historically used, the British Navy, but only like pre-World War I. and then the 15s started taking over. And yeah, it's that class. I remember it now with the ABQX main gun layout. So maybe if we are to speculate some kind of lore behind this, maybe they are old pre-World War I era battlecruisers that have been modernized and brought back into service just because it's all they have left. Let's see. I just want to have all my battlecruisers in one division. Because the division system it does mostly work now. And I want my DDs screening. Which class is you? 17.6. Okay, this is some kind of old gunboat. Okay. I don't remember which class this is. What I might do with the older Euros and older gunboat DDs that have not received refits and that I don't have that many left of, I'm just gonna mothball them and sell them whenever I get the chance, just to reduce the number of saved ship designs I have in the campaign, because it is making things slow down quite a bit. And there we go, already scoring some huge hits. Was that a battlecruiser getting whacked for 19,000? Yeah, it was. Lepanto in Italia, you can keep targeting that ship. Fortuna, Regina Isabella, you can go for the other one. Euro, that's the original one. 21.9 kilometer torpedoes, 49 knot top speed. The new one I just designed had even longer range torpedoes and faster torpedoes. Because I unlocked some of those torpedo technologies. See, my ships are doing that weird thing again, where they keep targeting the ship I asked them to target with their secondary guns, while their main guns switch to the DD. Which is certainly a little bit backwards. If anything, I want the mains on the battlecruisers and the secondaries on. I think they're light cruisers, escorting them. Let's see if I can get those torpedoes in the water. There we go. 8 torpedoes heading out. If I'm lucky, I will score a couple of hits. And I do have 6-inch secondaries on these battlecruisers. Oh, I caught it by accident, but I did catch it. There we go. I think there is something wrong with the British battlecruisers today. Yeah, they're getting wrecked at long range through deck penetrations. All main guns on the remaining Battlecruiser. Some of them had time to switch to the light cruiser before I retargeted them. Okay, there we go. All the Battlecruisers are now dead. So we're just gonna split fire between the two remaining light cruisers. One of which might eat a couple of torpedoes. So I did get lucky with my torpedoes. And there we go. Like, it's a little bit easy to slap these out of the water, but it's also very satisfying. And especially, I think, when I get a class of battlecruisers that just work and do what they are supposed to, like the Regina Isabellas have been doing since basically since they've been built. Then yeah, it's comfy gaming. All right. Let's see. We have a convoy mission too. Doing some land invasions. What's the invasion chance here? 100%. Very nice. $61. Also not bad, not bad. That's at 92 now, but we can just send these battlecruisers back into the invasion circle and everything is nice. And there's a convoy mission. Oh wow. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. I don't even know what kind of ship this is. It's so flawed. I can't see the ship class, but I know it's some kind of ancient American built Danish lent boat. Yeah, I don't think it's equal to this heavy cruiser. We got Granatiera, that's one of my designs. Antonia Contore 2. That is the copy of the refit design, so it has actually working guns. As does that one and that one. So a couple of good DDs here on loan from Denmark. We might make this work. But this heavy cruiser is probably not gonna play a major part of it. Let's give it a try. Worst case, I'll lose one DD that is mine and a bunch of Danish DDs, and Denmark has to buy more DDs, and the only ones I have for sale now just so happen to be very expensive. So basically it's a win-win. But let's still try and make this happen though. Haley, you do not belong here. Madison, you do not belong here. You can actually just go straight for the enemy. We have quite a few torpedoes. They are both named Granatiere. Okay. So here we got 3 good DDs. We got 2 more good DDs here. Speed up, please. You may also speed up. Actually, Haley, you can also just go into the middle of the enemy formation. You too, San Diego. If nothing else, just because I'm tired of seeing these museum pieces end up in my battles, when I could be getting something good instead. Just all sail in the same direction. I was thinking I was gonna split them up in 2 directions. Some kind of cross-torp attempt. Poor San Diego. Just unlucky enough to find herself in the wrong decade. The wrong half of the century. Even. And they're all firing at that DD. I keep wanting to call it an American DD. It is Danish, but it's American built, so I might just call it that to differentiate it from the other Danish DDs. They're built by us. Torpedoes out from Madison, and Madison is gonna sink. May Madison score a couple of torpedo hits though? It would be welcome. No. What about Haley? No? I mean, she's got some armor. She could certainly do some damage to these light cruisers, DDs. Anyway, back to my ships. I think the British figured out that those ancient DDs were not the main enemy force. We're gonna split some torpedo launches here. Lampo. You may target the Vansittart. It's a bit of a long shot as far as torpedo launches go, but there we go. And the San Diego is still going. Ardente and Carlo Alberto. I will not have them launch until after the Undaunted starts doing evasive action. To evade the torpedoes. Like now, there we go. Even got a torpedo hit, and one more on the DD. See, torpedoes off. Let's get a little bit closer to the Vansittart. San Diego is still going. We did not get any further hits on Undaunted. Carlo Alberto might be going down here. We did get some torpedo hits on the transports accidentally. Okay, guns live on the cruiser then. If nothing else, it might surrender. Oh, it's one of those super armored ones. Yeah, you got effective guns. My torpedoes are still on reload. What I might do is just retreat for a little bit. Wait for the torpedoes to reload, and then go back in and try again. Ardente also has defective guns. She will have to get a lot closer to those transports if she actually wants to fire. There we go. We're just gonna circle around a bit. Try and get back and hit the Vansittart. Armor does Penguin have? Nothing. All guns on Penguin. San Diego. No. Ardente has some torpedoes reloaded already. Did I launch a torpedo? Or was that San Diego? Vega just took 3 torpedo hits. Was that you, Undaunted, torpedoing the Vega? It wasn't these guys, was it? Because they have their torpedoes off. But their torpedoes are almost reloaded, so we're gonna bring them in. See if we can get some more torpedoes striking that cruiser. I'm a bit sad that the San Diego wasn't able to do a little bit more damage to the Penguin. Are we reloaded yet with the torps here? No. But almost. A couple more seconds. There we go. Torpedoes away. Kill the Vansittart if you can. I don't think the torpedoes are going to hit the cruiser. But let's just sink the rest of the transports. Well, this squadron is closing in. Okay, be mindful of my own torpedoes here. That could get embarrassing. If I were to sail face first into my own torpedo volley. Which I'm almost about to. No, we're good. We're good. We are good. Main guns on Vansittart. Torpedoes on Undaunted. Now. Parry this, you filthy casual. Can we do AP? Maybe get some pence? Undaunted goes down. She took a bunch of torpedoes. I was not watching, sadly. Vansittart out of torps. Penguin out of torps. It's a pure gunfight now. I didn't have very high hopes for this battle, but it's actually going well. We'll just make Penguin surrender. Yeah, you can go for the Vansittart. There you go. Now we're closing flooding. flat broadside. Oops. Yeah, that went better than expected. Much better. Lost three Danish DDs, one of whom was decently modern DD they bought from me. Two of them were just complete garbage anyway, and a garbage heavy cruiser. So really, I just helped the Danish recycle some of their ships. So they should be grateful for the service I am providing. Oh, we're running out of ammo? I did not consider that. Granatiera out of ammo. This granatiera out of ammo. Lampo out of ammo. Seriously, all of you? No, this guy. What? This guy does have ammo. What the? The game is lying to me here. You got plenty of ammo. This guy also has ammo, so I can bring it back too. If we need to. It's a bit far away, but at least she's fast enough to cover the distance in no time. Look, if I have to get close and go through your belt with AP, then I will do so. There we go, surrendered. Very nice. Yeah, she had ammo. Everything was fine. This boat sank. That's okay. But was the Carlo Alberto, was it? Yeah, it was mine. Alright. I thought it was one of the Danish ones, but yeah, 1939 refit. Okay, I thought I had all my DDs up to 41 knots by now, but apparently not. Is it one of these? No. Cesare Rosarol, okay. La Rochelle? Oh yeah, it's one of these. From the Bastardo squadron. Okay. I see where they came from. Anyway, that's it for this episode. We sank some ships, started some invasions, designed a DD, and oh, poor Britain. And it's starting to look a little bit barren, the number of nations in the game by now. Because we've gotten rid of so many. And yeah, I think France will probably be the next to go. Completely wiping out Britain will be hard just because they have so many colonies. But you never know, they might start having revolts all around. But yeah, I will see you next time. Goodbye and take care.